Imagine a city so multidimensional, you're never quite sure if you're on the ground floor or the 15th.
Welcome to Chongqing,
China's 5D cyberpunk mountain city that feels more like a sci-fi movie set than real life. It's bold, it's chaotic, and it absolutely blew our minds. From Hotpot that may set your mouth on fire to trains that drive through residential buildings, this place should be on every traveler's bucket list. After 3 days exploring Chongqing, we will show you exactly why this city is like no other. So we are taking the high-speed train from Chengdu to Chongqing, and it is going to take us a little under 1.5 hours to get there.
Okay, we're on the train. That was quite stressful, not gonna lie. Getting our luggage to fit was a nightmare. There's so many people, so many people. We've got our KFC, got some food, and it's time to go to Chongqing. Got some answers.
Bye-bye, Chengdu.
We are shortly arriving in Chongqing, you guys.
And we've arrived at Chongqing railway station. So we've just arrived at our hotel in Chongqing. We're staying at the Asiam International Hotel. It is so nice, guys. Like, it comes with basically a full-on kitchen and laundry facilities. And here we have a dining room table. We have a full-on lounge as well. So cute. Our view is really nice. It's of the city and we're staying in Jifang. I don't know the correct pronunciation, but you can see the river over there. We have a nice big bed. Sans is
comfy.
already making herself comfy. Really nice big shower. Separate toilet, so floors won't get wet. Nice vanity station. And we even get a bath with jets. 207 RMB each per night, which works out to around $30 a night or 500 Rand. And then we get a free breakfast in the morning. Well, it's included.
We are walking to Jifang Bai pedestrian street now. And look how beautiful the area is. This is just outside the hotel that we're staying at. Whoa, it's low-key giving Japan. Very advanced. Lots of big billboards and bright lights.
So we've just arrived at the famous People's Liberation Monument, which stands at the heart of Jifangbei Square. And it's sometimes called the city's Times Square. You can find pretty much anything in this area, from high-end luxury shopping malls to street food and modern cafes, which is only a 15-minute walk away. Got some steamed buns for dinner. They come in a packet.
It comes with 5. Tastes healthy.
Okay. But it's time to go and check out one of the most popular and iconic attractions in Chongqing. So let's go to the famous Hongya Cave.
We are now at the famous Hongyadong cave. These are the views from the bridge.
When we say this is one of the most spectacular sights you can see, we mean it. And it's amazing to see the contrast between the modern city in the back and the ancient architecture of the cave. So the Hongya Cave isn't actually a cave. It's an 11-story complex built into the mountain right along the river. And the crazy part is, the 11th floor of the cave is actually the ground floor of the entire city. So here's a hot tip. If you're on the ground floor of the cave, the best way to get back to your hotel is by heading to the 11th floor. And for beautiful views, we recommend heading to the Qiangshimen Bridge, which also lights up beautifully at night. But let's go and see what's inside this beautiful cave. So first things first, it's a good idea to arrive feeling hungry. There are so many options of dishes to choose from and everything looks incredible. This place has everything from sizzling street food stalls selling spicy delicacies because, well, Chongqing is considered the spice capital of China, to the most quirky souvenir shops where as you step inside, it feels like you're getting a mini cultural performance. And then you've got these spots with river views right next to cute little bars playing live music. But one thing's for sure, you're going to get so lost when trying to get yourself out of this place.
No, you guys, this place is so trippy. This is how many floors there are. We started on Jiffin Bay, which was the street. Our street is on the 11th floor this whole time. And all these floors are underneath it.
So after spending around 20 minutes trying to get out of the cave, we finally made it to the top of the Hongya cave.
Like, you see this right now? You'd think this is the bottom floor, right? No, this is literally the 11th floor. We're on Jiffin Bay, and you saw the sign earlier. This is Jiffin Bay. The 11th floor is literally on the street. It is so bizarre. We have a whole city underneath us. So crazy.
So while you're exploring the city, we can guarantee you that you are going to be drawn into one of the local food markets. The smells are actually just insanely good, and especially when food is prepared right in front of you, you can't resist. We pointed to something random on the menu, so let's see what we have. It is a fried potato cake filled with mushed potatoes, egg, coriander, parsley, onions, and some chili, and then some pickles or pickled radish, I'm not sure. And it was 8 RMB, so not bad at all.
Okay, let's do a taste test. This is what it looks like. I hope it's not too spicy. So good. It has like a curry flavor. So good. We are now at our hotel's breakfast buffet. We've already dug in, but let me quickly show you around. So over here we have a whole pastry section filled with lots of baked goods, muffins, breads, all sorts of things, and a toaster. We have some fried rice. We have Cantonese fried noodles, which are absolutely delicious. More veggies and eggs, sliced chicken with mushrooms. Let's have a look. Yum. This is lotus plant. I don't personally like it, but it's very popular in China. Lots of condiments, congee, which is traditional, and we have all of these. And then we have yuqiao, and this is sesame balls, fried spring rolls, egg tarts. These are very popular in China and so delish. Bacon, fried chicken. We have a whole fruit selection, a whole bunch of salady stuff. There's sushi, and we have a juice machine and a yogurt machine, and of course we have a whole coffee station. We've already eaten half of our breakfast, but today's Christmas and this is our Christmas feast.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everyone!
We are now at Xiaohao Lane. Xiaohao is like a beautiful ancient little village. Well, not so little, it's quite big. And we're right here under the famous bridge. It's a very foggy day today, as you can see. And this is supposed to be one of the most picturesque spots in Chongqing. So let's go have a look. So we found a waterfall that's really loud, but like, it's already so pretty. Yay, there's a waterfall!
Xiaohao Lane is one of the oldest areas in Chongqing, and parts of this little hillside village date back to over a century. This area is such a peaceful escape from the bustling city. It's a total contrast to the modern skyline that's literally just a few minutes away. Here you can sip on delicious tea right beside this gorgeous waterfall, wander through narrow winding lanes, discover hidden cafes and tiny shops, and even explore inside old buildings that look like abandoned castles.
Let's go explore. And there's the gorgeous waterfall behind us. That's so pretty. Here's the bridge, and behind the bridge is like a little restaurant where you can get some coffee and some food. This is where people take all the famous photos of the gorgeous waterfall. Some people were standing on those rocks earlier. That's a bit wild. Isn't it possible? Look at all the layers of apartments. It's always like one layer on top of the next layer.
After exploring this gorgeous area for around 2 hours, it's time to head on to the next spot to see what else makes Chongqing such an incredible city.
So we're now at the iconic Liziba train station. This is where trains go through apartment buildings. So cool. And it's very busy, as you can see. Everyone here is waiting to see the famous trains go through the building. We're very excited. Wow! So cool. Have you ever seen a train go through an apartment building before? No. Not on purpose, at least. Not on purpose.
So this train station was designed purely because of space limitations in the city, and apparently many of the residents have reported that they don't really hear the trains from inside their apartments. If this doesn't scream innovation, then I don't know what does. But it's definitely time to take a rest, and we've come to Planko, a local coffee shop that's about a 15-minute walk away from Liziba train station.
Ooh, lots of nice coffees.
And because it's Christmas, we're treating ourselves to a hot drink and a piece of cake.
And here's our hot cocoa. Yummy! Cheers! That is good. It tastes like Christmas. I mean, it's beginning to feel like Christmas. So our cake has finally arrived. I must say, the only thing about China is like, they'll bring you your cake after you finished your coffee, like 20 minutes later. That's the only thing, but it's quite a thing here, so we're used to it. But so let's have a look. We thought we were ordering pistachio cheesecake, but yeah, it's some sort of pistachio cake. It's pretty. I hope it's not too sweet. So the actual cake is actually quite tasty. It tastes kind of minty though. The stuff on top I'm not mad about, it's cream, but I suppose it balances out the richness. It does kind of have a cheesecake texture. Yeah. It's not spongy, it's actually cheesecakey.
It melts in your mouth.
It melts in your mouth, it's actually quite nice.
So for the rest of the afternoon, we're exploring around one of Chongqing's most prettiest parks.
Here's the views.
We're at Eling Park.
Yeah, so we're now at Eling Park, which is a very famous, beautiful park in Chongqing. And this park is also really famous for having layers. Like, we're actually on the top of a mountain. This city has been made on top of a mountain. So we're like a lot more layers above ground than you would think. So yeah, Chongqing is the 8D city, and this park is literally probably on the sixth dimension. Yeah, we're really above ground. My ears are actually very sore, but it's so beautiful. I'm not sure if you can hear the Chinese music playing. It's so nice and peaceful.
And the trees are orange. Okay, well, not this tree. But some trees are orange and the leaves are falling.
It's gorgeous.
Really, really nice.
There's a lot of stairs in this park, but we finally made it up most of them. There's some gorgeous lanterns in the trees.
Wow.
People are playing table tennis and badminton here.
Wow. There's a lot of like little stalls and things. Seems to be quite touristy. Some table tennis. There's some old ladies practicing a dance.
This beautiful lady's having a photo shoot done. Whoa, she looks so beautiful.
Okay, so you know how we were saying that it's like a multi-level city and it looks like we're on the ground floor? Check. Here's the park. It looks like we're on a ground floor, right? Well, check our view over here. You can see the whole city. Okay, it's quite foggy today. And it's covered behind those trees. Whoa. These are the views from the park. We finally found a place that's not covered by trees.
Apart from being able to see stunning skyline views of the whole city, this park has beautiful scenic walking paths to explore through picturesque pavilions, and there are quite a few little shops you can wander through to buy souvenirs or just to look at some traditional Chinese ornaments. And there's also this pagoda which is supposed to have even better views of the city.
So let's go. We are now at the top of the pagoda. We are high up. Whoa, the views are actually stunning.
So pretty. You can see the whole city. The sun is setting soon. Whoa, it's like 6 floors up.
But the sun is setting, so it's time to start heading somewhere for dinner.
Of course, there's a robot. So we are at a Hotpot restaurant. We're gonna try some traditional Chongqing Hotpot. Yum! Okay, so over here, we first choose our soup base. They have all these different flavors. And we've divided our Hotpot into quarters. So you can have 4 different flavors. So we're going to start off with a mushroom Hotpot. Then we're gonna try this other mushroom Hotpot. It tells you about the ingredients, which is awesome, so we can make sure it's vegetarian friendly. Oh, they have a lot of spicy options too. And they have some tomato bases. Then over here you can adjust the spiciness and the pepper levels and salt, which is great. Then once you've gotten your soup bases, you order your other things. So they have proteins, all your meats, tofu and all of that, veggies. They have quite a lot of veggie options and noodles, which is great. Then there's also appetizers, yum, and desserts and drinks. Let's get into it.
So we get a plate of fruit and tomatoes to start. It's like a refresher. And then we have our 4 different broths or soup bases. This is one of the mushroom ones, mushroom and herbal, and I think the chicken one. And then we have all of our food. So here's the lamb, tofu, corn, noodles, spinach, mushrooms, and tofu. We're wearing our aprons. It says hi. Nice. We're ready. Another birthday. Wow.
Third birthday in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The birthday spot, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna try it in the mushroom herbal, one in there. And let's try one in the chicken pork. And also hot.
So then you also have this station over here, and basically this is your sides or like condiments. So you grab a bowl over there, and then they've got some lamb soup that you can have. Then you've got like sesame oil, some garlic, some fresh greens, chopped chives, coriander, garlic, chili, and all different oils. Then you've got chili flakes, oyster oil, chili oil, ooh, crushed peanuts, tofu, fermented sauce, and then some fruits at the back. This is basically self-service. So you come in, you make your little bowl of sauce, which I love, and then you just take it to your table and you eat it with the hot pot. I made this little mixture. Ooh. Good sesame oil, vinegar, chives, spring onions, peanuts, chili, garlic. Wow. You are a chef, girl. So good.
And we also got to watch this performance, which was so cool. So all in all, this dinner cost us around 240 RMB, which isn't bad considering we got to try 4 different flavors of broth. And it was definitely a delicious end to our second day.
So it is our third official day in Chongqing, and today we are at Shibati, which is an old ancient town. It's not too touristic. We haven't actually seen any foreigners yet, but it was on the to-do list, so we are gonna go check it out.
This is one of the oldest parts of Chongqing, and once again, it's a beautiful contrast between ancient architecture and the modern city. And walking through, it honestly feels like you've taken a step back in time.
They have lots of cute restaurants and some souvenir stores.
Here's some very traditional outfits. So cute for a boy. So pretty for a girl.
And this is China. Of course, there's a random pot of tea just brewing outside with like literally no one around. Look how pretty this village is. Wow.
You can easily get stuck in this village for hours, and there are so many hidden alleys to explore. But seeing as it's the last few hours of our time in Chongqing, we're heading on to the last place.
So we are now outside the Ring Mall, which is one of the most famous malls in all of China.
This mall is known for its incredible architecture and multi-layers inside.
And of course the shopping. So let's go check it out.
This really is one of the most beautiful malls we've ever been to. There's an entire botanical garden on the ground floor, and as you spend time walking around, you completely forget that you're inside a mall. I mean, how often do you go shopping and there's a waterfall right in front of you?
And there's just casually a Tesla store in the middle of the mall with Tesla cars and all these other car stores. There's an Avatar car store. Whoa. Then on the 3rd floor we have a car wash store where you can wash a car. Not your own car, this must be a fake car. But the little girl's cleaning the car, you go girl. Kids really do much more educational things than we used to do back in our day. Then on the 4th floor we have an indoor basketball court. That's pretty cool. And their restaurant section is unreal. Quite fancy restaurants. Very beautiful. Virano. I think that's Italian. Yummy.
And we decided to end off the day with some delicious pizza.
How is it?
Not cheesy. pesto and mozzarella.
Yeah.
Delicious.
And, well, that marks the end of our time in Chongqing. And if there's one city in China that will absolutely blow your mind, it will be this one. We really hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for future content. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, besties!